So we got Nicolas winless. He's 0-5. But then you have Zulaika for the Chargers. He's undefeated at 5-0, including 2 wins over Gaucheri. So this is the first matchup of 2 between Zulaika and Nicolas in the regular season. Chance for the Devils to tie up the game day, or Zulaika can win, extend his lead for the Chargers. Nicolas will have the serve ready to begin here, match number 4. There's a serve by Nicolas. We begin our 4th match with a high, hard backhand by Zulaika to the inside. Robote played up over the top, cut off by Zulaika at the 7. Robote forehand, played to the inside, cut off low by Nicolas, sends it deep. Zulaika's return got away from him. That's up at the overhead screen and out of play. Nicolas gets the first point for our 4th match.
Zulaika can generate a lot of power on both sides. That one took off, escaped, hit the overhead screen. But it was going fast when it did.
Zulaika clears the overhead screen on the backhand. Nicolas, Robote played up the middle. Zulaika pumps it inside. One-handed catch by Nicolas. There's the backhand return. Robote forehand sent high off the front wall. Nicolas runs under it. That Robote got away from Zulaika. High in the overhead screen again. 2 points for Nicolas.
Again, you see that ball dropping off of the back wall as opposed to kicking off of the back wall. Zulaika having to go for it a little bit lower behind him than he'd prefer. Escaped again.
Nicolas steps back at the 11 line, takes it in, then passes on the return. Robote forehand flicked up. On the right side of Zulaika, catch by Nicolas, drop shot. Ooh, Zulaika read it. He got there, but could not make the play. 3 in a row for Nicolas.
So again, that side wall comes into play big time there. When Nicolas throws this drop shot, Zulaika has the, he's there. So that ball potentially could have been caught on the left side, but that bounce off the right side just misread it, off the wall rather, just misread it slightly.
That's an overserve. First fault. Second serve coming up.
And Nicolas particularly focused in this match so far.
Robote forehand laid up by Nicolas. Zulaika steps back and knocked it down. That's 4 in a row.
Scoops are difficult, and the higher the scoop is made, so the higher the ball bounces off of the floor before it makes contact with the cesta, the more difficult it is. That was a reasonably high scoop around his knee.
It's like another one. Clearing, send it in the corner. Robote by Nicolas, high off the front wall, right back to him. Robote cut off, Zulaika into the costado. It's a 2-wall, and it scores. That'll get Zulaika on the board here in our first set.
Really beautifully thrown 2-wall by Zulaika.
Yeah. Tough play by Zulaika, comes flying in, makes the stop. Nicolas from the 11 line to the inside. There's a Robote forehand. Clearing. Nicolas now. Robote save of his own right over Zulaika's head. Big bounce. Nicolas climbs the wall, comes down with the ball, drops it at Zulaika'S feet. He makes the scoop. 2-wall with a soft touch. Nicolas controls it, whips it overhead. That's going to land in and score. 5 points and a possible set point for Nicolas.
That was close. Nicolas just got that ball down low on the right side. Here's a beautiful scoop. No change of motion whatsoever. That's beautifully thrown by Zulaika. No, that's just great catch, great ball control. That's what you'd expect to see from Zulaika. Nicolas moved up on the ball and just passed him.
Robote forehand, clearing back in the corner. Now Zulaika waits on it, sends it deep. Nicolas over the top to the inside, scooped up by Zulaika. That 2-wall opens and scores again. That's 2 points. Still a possible set for Nicolas.
Seems like both players have gone back to a little bit more conservative style of play. Where sometimes if you're getting off your game, I mean, Zulaika got a couple points, fell behind by a couple points relatively quickly. So go back to the basics. Throwing it hard and inside will tend to work for you. Then he introduced that beautiful Costado 2-wall. Felt comfortable enough to do it.
Oh, serve ducks under Nicolas's cesta. That's an ace. 3 points now for Zulaika.
Beautiful serve crossing the wall low. Nicolas still 1 point away from closing out the set, but Zulaika with a certain degree of momentum behind him.
We've entered the dangerous lead territory at 5-3, so see what happens here. Nicolas, left side to the inside. Robote coming out. Zulaika backpedals quickly, fires it. Cut off by Nicolas in the air. Forehand Robote, beautifully played. Cut off by Nicolas on the wall. He sends it back to him. Zulaika waits on another one. Plays the Robote inside. This one dropping low. Nicolas steps up, sends it deep. Robote forehand now to the inside, cut off behind Nicolas. What a catch on the numbers. Zulaika clean miss. Robote dug out on the back end. Nicolas stays up at the 9 line. Costado to the inside. That will score. Point and set. Nicolas closes it out. 6-3. 2 minutes. We'll play set 2.
As Nicolas is on the backswing to make that Costado, Zulaika basically has to not so much guess, but you know, by looking at his positioning, knowing who he's playing against, decide whether or not he's going in or out. And as we've seen, Nicolas is more than capable of throwing that 2-wall.
Yeah, haven't seen it yet, and obviously a couple more missed balls by Zulaika than we're used to seeing to begin the match, but it's also what we've come to expect from Zulaika too. I mean, if anything, he starts off a little bit slower, and then as the ball heats up, so does his play. You know, it's kind of what we've used to see. Nicolas, though, he's a gamer. I mean, he brings it every point, every day. And you just love a player like that. He got the call up to the first division this season in the draft. And with Nicolas as their one, look at the Devils in the playoff right now. And a chance to move up even higher in the standings today. They can add some points.
Getting some feedback there from Ferranda. Have you ever seen Ferranda have a bad day?
I mean, not
we know of?
No, not. He's always smiling. Yeah.
Thoroughly professional, and again, we've talked about, you know, he's chosen to end his career retiring from Jai-Alai in 2025. Glad to have him do it here. Proud to have him do it here, but man, just what a positive influence in the back.
Yeah, positive influence in spite of, you know, some difficult pairings, some difficult seasons. You know, he's kept it professional the entire way through, you know. Win, loss, or draw, he's the same guy. And
Absolutely.
You love to see that.
Yeah, he is. Player of the week.
I think that's professionalism in a nutshell.
Player of the week. No, sorry.
Player of the day.
We don't have player of the week. And that's not a suggestion that we should have one. We're good with player of the day. Let's.
I did see something.
I'm all about complicating things and making things as complicated. Not this time.
Where our players were featured is, I forgot what it was. It was something. One of the sites we're on, I believe. Now, one of the sites that we were on posts a recap of like the weekly players of the week, like in all different sports, and I know that Jai-Alai's made it up there. So
that's awesome.
We've also done some stuff here, but it's been, you know.
I'm usually asleep when I'm not here, so I wouldn't have seen it.
Earliest would have been years ago, Stu, before the whole battle, you know.
Was there ever anything before Battle Court? I don't think so. Not for me.
I'll let you
anyway.
sleep on that. We'll get back to it.
Am I announcing or are you announcing?
I got
this.
Stu.
Okay.
Yeah, this is.
All right, you're doing the play-by-play.
Second set.
Kill him, Andrew. Kill him.
There's a serve by Zulaika. Set 2 has begun with a nice catch there in the corner by Nicolas. Backhand dropping. Here's the rebote. Nicolas steps around it. Backhand to the inside. Dropping low. Zulaika's got it. 2-all. Long one. Oh, look at the defense by Nicolas. His carom return from the outside. Oh, Zulaika overran it. Flicks it up. Nicolas has got a chance that opens, and he digs it out. Oh, Zulaika, though, into the drop shot.
But Nicolas is still going to go for it.
You love the effort, but that's
Nicolas
2 bounces.
Still going to go for it. Love to see that. Ran all the way back, ran all the way forward. I mean, I didn't think he had any chance of getting there.
We weren't lying. We just told you that. He's all effort all the time.
I mean, 100%. I mean, ducks under that. Make sure he stays safe. Runs all the way back to try to make this rebote. Makes it. Gets up. And then,
quick,
again, no reason to believe he's going to get to that. And we've occasionally seen a player stop about the 10 line and take out the binoculars and see where the ball lands. Not Nicolas. Beautifully done.
Well, he got to that serve as it crossed the side wall. Rebote for Zulaika. High to the inside. There's a big bounce controlled by Nicolas. Rebote launch into the corner again. Nicolas stops it. Sends it back. Oh, turned to the outside by Zulaika, but that is out of play. Nicolas gets his first point, and we're tied up.
You know Zulaika's good for that outside placement. That one just landed wide. Got to keep it within those boundary lines.
Rebote forehand missed. Zulaika back out ahead, leading 2-1.
Got his eye on that ball coming off of the back wall. Just dropped short of making it into his cesta.
It's a hard serve. Nicolas got there before it crossed again. That's right along the wall. Rebote. Picked up high on the left side there by Nicolas. This one dropping low. Nicolas stops it on the bounce, sends it high back into the corner. Rebote forehand. That's not going to clear. That caught a piece of the overhead screen. It's out of play. Trading points here. It's 2-2.
With power comes great responsibility. In Jai-Alai, too. And in that case, all the power, you just got to keep it in those boundary lines.
Forehand rebote sent high off the front wall. Zulaika looking for it on the rebote. Nice turn to the inside. Cut off. Here's Nicolas. Forehand rebote. Inside placement again. Nicolas stops it in the air. Hard backhand return. Dropping in the corner. Zulaika comes out on the right side. Right back to Nicolas. Oh, what a grab. Zulaika crashing into the wall. Passes. Now Nicolas waits on the rebote. Zulaika, great catch back behind him. Fake the carom, puts it over the top. This gets back in there. Oh, that's dropping on the wall. Zulaika just flicks it up there. Nicolas, great opportunity. Forehand to the inside. Kept it low enough, and it scores. That's a 3-2 lead now for Nicolas.
Still a bit of a risky play for Nicolas. He's got to cross the wall perfectly and low. He's throwing that against Zulaika, who's capable of making those really difficult catches at the side wall.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Serve is good. Here's Zulaika with the backhand. High and hard off the back wall. Here's the rebote. Beautifully played by Nicolas. That clears Zulaika. Whips it inside again. Dropping low on the wall. What a save. This one floating. Zulaika's got it. Two wall. Too low. 4-2 lead now for Nicolas into our second set.
The floater Zulaika made a great catch there. And he throws the 2-all as good as anybody off the left side. That one just dropped into the pad.
Zulaika comes away with it. Hard backhand to the inside. Dropping in the corner. Tough rebote. Played just above the pad. Zulaika inside placement this time. That scores. Cuts the deficit to just 1. Zulaika with 3. Nicolas has 4.
That's another one where you see your opponent winding up like that. You know he's capable of throwing 2-alls as well as inside placement. I think at the Division I and Division II levels here in Battle Court, it's a little bit more difficult because you have to commit.
Yeah,
you really have to commit, and all the players are capable of throwing it inside as much as they are throwing it filos, like we've been seeing, straight to the outside, like Inaki's been doing, or the 2-all by Gaucheri and Zulaika.
It's a powerful serve coming in. Nicolas stops it on the left side before it crosses. Nicolas just beyond the 11 wall, 2-wall. Rebote coming away out. Rebote fired at the 7 line into the overhead screen. Nicolas with 5 points. He's got a possible set and a possible match point.
Yeah, Zulaika's had a difficult time with that in this second set. Again, trying to pass your opponent, get that ball to the back wall or have it drop low on the back wall. Kicks off the front wall into the overhead screen, out of play.
Zulaika keeps it along the wall. Good stop by Nicolas. Rebote forehand, fired up the middle. Zulaika committed, now gets back out there, plays the rebote at the feet of Nicolas. Quick bounce catch brought in on the right side, right over Zulaika's head. Rebote's coming out. Rebote played into the corner, dropping low. Nicolas turns another one. Zulaika handles in the air, 2-wall. Opens, beautiful. And it scores. Opening up wide to give Zulaika a 4th point. That extends the match here.
Still possible match point here for Nicolas.
Nicolas waits for that to cross, sends it back into the corner. Rebote forehand, that caught the overhead screen. Point, set, and match. Nicolas. It's his first win in Division I singles, defeating Zulaika 6-3, 6-4 in straight sets. Nicolas with his first win of the season, and the Devils take commanding 3-1 game day lead. 2 matches left. Benny against Iturbide first, then Ferronda against Ubia. Game day score reflecting that win by Nicolas, his first in singles this season. Moving up to Division I this year. And he's in the win column for the first time. It's been tough in that first division of doubles, playing with Jairo, lost with Ferronda too. Finally gets it done in singles. We will hear from Nicolas in just a few moments.